Paul Eastwood and Matthew Duncan on the wings, James Grant and Rob Nolan in the centres, Scott Gale and Ivan Henjak the half-backs, Andy Dannett, Lee Jackson and Ian Marlowe in the front row, Steve McNamara, John Sharp and Dean Busby the back row, with Andy Dearlove and Russ Walker the two substitutes. The Wakefield side, Gary Spencer, the former Leeds player at fullback, David Jones and Andy Wilson on the wings, with Andy Mason, who's often been a threat against Hull in the past, and Peter Benson, Australian, in the centre. Nigel Wright, probably one of Trinity's big danger men tonight, a youngster that I know a lot of people here regard very highly, think that he's destined for the top, this boy. He's at number 6 with the Jeff Bagnall, the Australian scrum half, who certainly is the major playmaker in the Wakefield side at half-back. Mark Webster, Nigel Bell and John Glancy are the front row, with Darren Fritz, the Australian from Canberra, here on a short-term contract at 11, Gary Price at 12, Richard Slater at 13. The substitutes, Billy Conway and Phil Eden. The referee tonight is Mr. Stuart Cummings from Widnes, and we're about to get underway. It's been raining here most of the afternoon in the West Riding. The pitch has stood up pretty well, but it's going to be slippery underfoot, and I think we may well not have seen the last of the rain. May well rain during the match. The crowd has built up a bit after a very disappointing looking attendance. Some in the region of perhaps 3,000 here tonight. The attendance cut no doubt by the fact that the match is being televised live, and the comfort of being able to watch it at home or in the pub has obviously stopped a few people coming out here. It's going to be Trinity to kick off. Nigel Wright gets us underway. Taken by Henjak. Picks up Duncan. He makes progress towards the 20-metre line. John Sharp. Ian Marlowe. As Lee Jackson finding that wider pass from the ruck there, cutting out one forward and picking Marlowe up. Wakefield offside. On this left-hand side, it looked like Fritz and Wright and possibly Benson. So a relieving penalty, first penalty of the match to Hull. And Paul Eastwood is going to kick to the open side here. We're above the exposed terracing here, where many brave souls have made their way tonight. Lee Jackson to restart on the halfway line. Ian Marlowe. An excellent game last Sunday against Leeds, as in fact did all the Hull sides. Steve McNamara. Well, that's certainly almost 20 metres in 2 tackles. Henjak. Sharp. Good tackling. Gary Price in there, the Great Britain tourist. Here's Busby. What an excellent game he had on last Sunday, and a penalty. It's against Price for holding down, and perhaps the first sign there of the new clampdown on holding down in the tackle, which new Chief Executive Maurice Lindsay has certainly persuaded Fred Lindop to push through. And Paul Eastwood with a chance to open Hull's account here. Second minute. We must congratulate Dean Busby on his selection for the England squad to take on Wales next week. And Lee Jackson, of course, taking the place of Martin Dermott. So Paul Eastwood, this shot, some 31 metres, an angled kick. And that screws away from the post, so no goal. The score remains 0 each, and Trinity will drop out from the 20-metre line. Steve McNamara down below us here, limping slightly. Took a knock perhaps in that first run he made. Richard Gay, taken by Bagnall and Slater. Ian Marlowe again, very prominent in the action. This time it's Andy Dannett. Inside the Trinity half. Lee Jackson from acting halfback. Taken by Fritz. McNamara to Gay on the short pass. Certainly tested the Trinity defence. It's back to Gale to kick. He goes for the bomb. Donkin makes contact, but it went forward from him. And the knock-on is given on the 6th tackle, so that'll be the turnover to Trinity. Wakefield working it out of their own area. This is Glancy, the former Sheffield Eagles prop. And now Price. Well met by Marlowe and Gale. Tackle is made. Short side play. This is Fritz, the big Australian, who's certainly hit the headlines here at Wakefield. A good season with Canberra in the Winfield Cup, but this time Bagnall not really expecting it. The ball goes to Flaw and Hull have it. Andy Dannett. Well, offloads to Lee Jackson. A bit of space here. Gale. Nolan. Well, he's taken. He'll play it some 25 metres short. Busby running up close to the rock on the switch. Nice bit of variety there by Hull. And now Dannett. Doesn't quite get into his stride, but wrong foots the Trinity defence. Quick one to the short side, Nolan. Hull didn't really have the numbers there on the blind side to make use of that. Last tackle. Henjak inside to Gay, I think, and he's taken short. So the second turnover, but so far Hull certainly having the best of the territorial game. Much of the play inside the Wakefield 20 metre zone. Penalty against Marlowe for just that second touch at the tackle, after the tackle made. And for Wakefield, John Clancy receiving treatment as Trinity take their first penalty. Not a lot of wind here tonight. What there is, perhaps Hull have got the advantage of. Well, here's a storming run by Prop Webster. Bagnall. Slater. Taken by Jackson and Sharp. Bell acting halfback, switch of play. Price. There's Fritz again, offloads, but the ball is spilled and Ian Marlowe has it. And Hull with another clear set of 6 inside the Wakefield half. Here's Busby. Turn of John Sharp. And Hull notably running very close to the ruck at the moment. A number of switch plays there. McNamara. Play it 30 metres out. Henjak. Gale. Gale kicks through on the ground. It's pursued by Spencer. So he's going to take it over his own line, but he's going to be tackled over the dead ball line, and that's good kick and chase by Hull. Brian Hollowell here with me as always. Certainly Hull dominating the territory in the early stages, Brian.
Yeah, more important actually, dominating possession. Twice Trinity being in possession and giving the ball away to Hull. So it's Nigel Wright to drop out from underneath his own sticks. Towards Richard Gay. Yeah, ball ricocheted from Gay's foot onto Busby, back to Gay. Busby is in offside position. The referee's ruled it's accidental, so it's scrum down Trinity's head and ball. Long conversation with the front rows. Bagnall right. Benson right. Oh, Wright finds a half gap. Oh, tries to get the ball out on to Mason. Fortunately, it goes to the ground. Still Trinity's ball. Slater. Oh, Fritz and Webster in the gap. Oh, Webster went into the tackle. Fortunately for Hull, he had 2 men outside him then. chose to take the whole defence on, but Wakefield are finding gaps. Nigel Bell, oh, lovely ball to Fritz. Gets it out to Benson, who loses it. But certainly, Trinity having no difficulty in breaking through the whole defence to Marlowe. Referee says it was a high tackle. So it'll be Paul Eastwood to relieve the pressure. A bit disturbing the ease with which Wakefield Trinity brought the whole line there though. First from the scrum with a move between Wright and Benson, and then Webster ran onto a flat ball from Bagnall. Paul Eastwood up to the 20 metres. Dannett. Lee Jackson for acting halfback. Tackled by Bell. Sharp, straight up the middle. Bangs Bagnall out the way, into the Wakefield half. Dannett. To McNamara. To Marlowe. Good support play by the whole pack. Scott Gale. To Gay. Enterprising play by Hull. McNamara picks him on, last tackle, 30 metres out from the, plays it forward, tackle from behind, it must be a penalty. Nigel Bell there, I don't know if he could get away with that one, but right in front of the referee, and clearly tackled Gay from an offside position. So it's Paul Eastwood, more or less the same place from where he missed his previous kick. About what, 10, 20, probably 30 metres out at a slight angle and to the left of the posts. I think Steve said before the game started, probably plenty of mistakes today because it's very, very wet on top. And certainly up to now, Wakefield have made more mistakes than Hull have. So it's Paul Eastwood. Takes his time, whistles from the crowd. That looks better. It's there. So we've been playing, what, about 11 minutes. And it's Wakefield Trinity 0, Hull 2. Good start that for Hull. Nigel Wright going to restart. Straight down the middle it should be. It's Busby's ball. Henjack. Nothing on for Henjack, just takes him on, gets driven back by the Wakefield defence. Marlowe. Good drive by him, Marlowe. Penalty against Hull for not playing the ball properly. Marlowe rolled the ball between his legs, so quite an easy kick this, more or less underneath the Hull posts, what, 23, 24 metres out. And Peter Benson, Wakefield's Australian, going to take the kick. Bad mistake that by Marlowe, Steve. Right in front of the Hull post.
And it gives Benson the chance to equalise the score. So far, the game has been a very open and entertaining one, and belying the conditions, really, the quality of attack on both sides and the willingness of both sides to support the man with the ball, Brian. It looks like being a lively game. Yeah,
it certainly does. Started off very well indeed. Benson misses it. Slipped by the left-hand post.
Perhaps there isn't all that often that a Gold Coast toe-end kicker has got a kick in these conditions. Won't have played too many games in these conditions at Tweed Heads. Jones makes a bit of a break, and he's going to be pulled down again by Nolan, and the penalty is conceded when really there wasn't any danger at all. And it will give Trinity a position back in the whole half. They're going to restart some 5 metres inside Hull territory. Fritz is the decoy. Again, Price is picked up this time. The decoy runner comes through. Bell acting halfback, he runs off himself, picks up a flat pass to Webster, it goes loose, Hull ball. Trinity's handling letting him down. Here's John Sharp crossing at the ruck. Play by Sharp, Richard gains a space. Oh, forward pass given well. Well, that really was a line ball. How did you see that one, Brian?
Well, I don't think it was a forward pass. It was pretty straight, Steve, but I thought the action of the ball, the action of his arms and everything, I thought it was nothing wrong with it. And unfortunately for Hull, not only Gade broken away, taking James Grant with him. And 2 against 1, you'd have backed Hull to score though, even though they had 50 yards to go. But it's Wakefield's ball from the scrum. Right wrapped up by Scott Gale. That's Phil Eden gone on. It's come on for John Clancy. Nigel Bell. Good run by Bell. Tackled by Danton Jackson. Bagnall, the blind side to Fritz. High tackle against John Sharp. Who are you talking to by the referee? I think probably Benson will try a goal kick as well. It's not too difficult a position. But no, Nigel Wright's got it. They're Trinity having a little discussion what to do. But Wright looks like he's going for touch. So they're inside the Hull 20-metre area. Jones. Good drive by the winger. Bell to Eden. Penalty against Steve McNamara, holding down. This time Bagnall signals that Trinity will go for goal. Like you said, Steve, it seems that the referee Cummings has certainly taken on board Maurice Lindsay's comments about quick play of the ball. And to be honest, I applaud it. A couple of decisions just gone against Hull, Steve. First the forward pass and then the 2 penalties, one for head-high tackle and one for holding down. Not a difficult position. Misses again. A let off for Hull. What has done his confidence a lot of good.
Well, the score could easily have been 4 apiece. As it is, it's 2-0 still to Hull. So Paul Eastwood is going to drop out from his own 20-metre line. Flat kick. It's going to be picked up by Bagnall, 10 metres inside his own half. He picks up Gary Spencer, and he's knocked to the floor by Busby and Gale. Wilson from acting halfback. Hull in turn driving the winger back. This is Webster, the prop. Certainly the first time I've seen this big strong number 8. Trinity move it to the right. Eden, who's on as a substitute for Glancy. Arnigan holding down the tackle. Well, I think we'd share the idea that we applaud this clamping down on holding down at the play of the ball, but I think the referee's probably made his point now. Wakefield back within 30 metres of the hull line. Here comes Webster again, certainly running very purposefully, hitting the line hard. Play that brings Fritz onto the ball, running around Price. Short side play. That's a good hard tackle by Paul Eastwood, coming in, knocking down his centre. There's a run by Wright. The youngster couldn't quite get the pass away. Ivan Henjak collects the ball on his own line. So Hull will have to run it out from the danger zone. McNamara. And Trinity tackler certainly psyched up there. Price and Bell in making the hits. Bell getting across from the marker position. That's good defence by the Wakefield hooker. Here's Andy Dannett up to 10 metres. McNamara. Good run by the second row. That eases a bit of the pressure, but it's the last tackle, and it's going to be back to Gale to kick. Taken by Wilson just inside the whole half. He takes on James Grant. Gets through Grant, but he's taken by Marlowe and Henjak. Trinity pressure at the moment. Here's Spencer cutting back in. I think we'll see players, attacking players, particularly trying to step tonight. It's so easy to wrong foot defenders in these conditions. It's good tackling on Eden. Lee Jackson. Bagnall calling the shots from first receiving. Great tackle. Jackson and Dannett in this time. Bagnall running at the Hull defence himself, but he's taken down. Lee Jackson, Andy Dannett tackling like men possessed. Wright kicks through onto Donkin's wing, taken by Gay. He's got the young winger with him, but Gay's tackled on the 10-metre line. Donkin runs off from acting halfback, makes a good 7 or 8 metres. Now Busby, nice step by the loose forward. Now Ian Marlowe. Oh, and the Hull forwards working very well, sharing the workout, all getting over the ad line. Gale kicks through. That's a nice kick by Gale. It's going to be fielded by Wilson on his 20-metre line. Oh, that's a good reception committee. Grant, McNamara, Eastwood, all in hard. Back to Spencer. And Hull Wakefield lose ground on that play. Bagnall from acting halfback drops off Price. Oh, he's right, Slater rather. Now Price. Quick ball to Fritz. 2 second rows playing out on this side, looking to combine. Both strong runners. Bagnall's outside pass cut off by Lee Jackson, moving up there, and a penalty against Lee Jackson for holding down. Fritz almost breaks through the tackle of Grant. Eastwood kicks through the play of the ball. That's back to one. Here's Webster running it up hard, almost up to the 30-metre line. Bagnall, right, almost slips out of the tackle, gets it away to Spencer. Spencer with a bit of room, but he's taken from behind by Ivan Henjak. And a penalty, and it's going to be a sin binning for Henjak. Henjak in the bin, and Wakefield with Wilbrine about their 4th or 5th consecutive penalty for holding down.
Yeah, at least. I thought Lee Jackson was unlucky on the last one, actually, Steve. At least 2 of the holding downs have been for a second man coming in when the tackle's been made by the first one. That was the case of Rob Nolan's on the far side. Well, he must get this one. It's his third attempt. Harvard End Jack limping towards the sin bin. Good combination there by Nigel Wright and Spencer. And Henjack made that vital tackle but held on too long. So it's Benson's third attempt. Pretty straight, 12 metres out. That one's successful. So all down to 12 men. And their organiser off, which will make quite a difference to Hull. Mike Smith's come on with some instructions to John Sharp. I don't know if he's telling John Sharp to go to first man, Steve. I think that might be a logical thing to do. Anyway, it's Paul Eastwood to kick off. To Price. Runs it wide. Gets outside Grant. But Grant comes from behind and puts him down. Made a good 15 metres there. Wilson. Going backwards. Good tackle by McNamara. Nigel Bell. Third tackle. Bagnall. Drops Fritz off inside. Good tackle by Andy Dannett. Bagnall, Jackson. But back, he gets rid of it. But he can't get away from McNamara and Grant. Good tackling by Hull. Oh, bounce over Richard Gay's head. Trinity Trade chases her up on him. Donkin will run off, he does. Beats Slater but falls to Eden. Marlowe, good run by Marlowe. Good driving run. Trinity defenders didn't meet him at all then. John Sharp loses the ball. Ball picked up by Trinity. Bagnall. To Benson, Spencer's got Mason inside him. But he passes it out. Oh, well got Jackson to Grant. Lee Jackson did well there to cut that danger off. Richard Gay. Well, bags of excitement, Steve.
Plenty of breaks. A trusting looking game. Busby almost into the clear. Steps the first man. Hull working their way back up to halfway. Of course, the Hull supporters calling for holding down, but the referee picks Wakefield up for offside. And that will do. And Hull, I don't think we'll be in too much hurry to put through play in this phase of the game, with Ivan Henjack probably had about 4 or 5 minutes in the sin bin now. But he did limp off, and I wonder, may well give him an opportunity to get a bit of treatment. Eastwood's kick just clears the halfway, so Hull starting a new set of 6 on halfway. John Sharp, the decoy, Steve McNamara, the runner. This time Dannett is picked up, Marlowe being the decoy. McNamara on his own. All setting up play, Dannett on a charge. Short side, Sharp into the 20-metre zone. That's nothing spectacular in that, but it has gained yards, certainly. Gale goes to the air. That's a good bomb. Oh, great bomb. Almost. Anything could have happened there. The ball, I think, bounced off a Wakefield player, so that really went very well. That was a great bomb, Brian Holwell. Gary Spencer under all sorts of problems there.
Yeah, it went high and give the Hull chasers back to time to get underneath it. So it's Wakefield to drop out. Nigel Wright. Quite a deep one. It's going to go over Richard Gay's head. Gay picks it up, runs it out. John Sharp to Marlowe. Back up the middle. Dannett, big run by Andy Dannett. Hull's forwards doing very well so far. Sharp. Dummies inside, keeps hold of the ball. That's 4 tackles gone. Lee Jackson to McNamara. Gets the ball out to Gay. Goes for the corner. Loses it. Ball goes into touch about 3 yards short.
The Wakefield pack not really meeting them, but Wakefield themselves have shown plenty of inventiveness in attack. This is Slater running across the middle of the field. Don't forget Hull still down to 12 men. It looks as if they're warming substitute up. Ian Marlowe seems to have taken a bit of a knock. This is Fritz. The ball out to Mason. He clears the 20-metre line. He's tackled by Nolan. Wright spins in the tackle, but he's met and it's going to be put to floor. Last tackle. And this time in the kick through by Bagnall. It should be collected by Paul Eastwood. And is. Richard Gay. Gay on a sprint. Inside the Trinity 20-metre line. Very reminiscent of the try at Lee, that one. With Eastwood holding the ball up for the last minute and finding Gay on the outside. McNamara. Hull really attacking well here. 10 metres out. Gale. Ian Marlowe. Sharp. John Sharp. This is where Ivan Henjak is lacking, of course, as first receiver. Dannett. Big run by Dannett, but it's almost intercepted by Trinity. It's going to be a knock-on. Oh no, penalty against Hull for holding the player, who was, well, a pretty hard penalty maybe, because I think when the tackle was going in there, the ball was sort of still in half under the player's control. But anyway, the penalty is given and Wakefield will restart just outside their 20-metre zone. And Ian Marlowe coming off, Russ Walker making his way on. And Wakefield have restarted. Oh, that's a good tackle. Crossed by Lee Jackson. Marker position. And this time Bell is wrapped up. Bagnall. Fritz slips out of the tackle of Grant. Still going the big Aussie. Over halfway. Eventually caught up by Grant, but he missed the tackle first time. Right. Spencer offloads, bit of space here out on the Mason, but cuts back inside when really the outside pass was the better option there. And Wright kicks through. Taken well by Richard Gay. Got Donkin with him. Donkin finds a bit of space. Good run by the winger. Well, he's looked very safe for a rookie winger. Busby. Good play, Busby. Can't quite escape the clutches of the final tackler, which was Benson. This is Walker. Oh, the ball offloaded. Just too late though, and Lee Jackson unable to pick it up. Within 6 or 7 minutes of the interval now, and no try on the board, 2 points apiece. Fritz has gone into the front row for Trinity and Walker into the front row for Hull. Play in which Slater takes the ball, but I think they were looking for a short side play, but breakdown of communication between the loose forward and the halfback. This is Price, takes on John Sharp, is put to the ground. 10 metres inside the Hull half, he plays it. Bell acting halfback. Fritz. Got to take this fellow low because he certainly brushes off the higher tacklers. Taken by Walker. Bagnall. Across the field, dummy drop off. Picked up Slater. Inside to Mason, that was forward. Nice play by Trinity. The dummy the first drop off, picked up the second man, and the inside pass just forward. But both sides showing the ability to break the other side defence, but strangely enough, no try yet.
Yeah, it's quite surprising that, Steve, because as you say, both sides have made ground fairly easily. Okay, nice side step. Ball out to Henjack. It's Busby. It's John Sharp. Andy Dannett. Had a good game, Andy Dannett, making a lot of yards. McNamara. Hull's forwards are working very, very hard indeed. Last tackle. Scott Gale, high one. Another good kick from Gale. Pressure on Spencer. Oh, loses it. But it's a penalty to Hull. I think the referee ruled that the tackle was made on the player who wasn't in possession of the ball, Steve. Certainly wasn't for offside because Gale had kicked it. So, relieving kick there for Wakefield Trinity. Right fans touch. Darren Fritz. Good tackle by Paul Eastwood on Fritz. Fritz didn't like it. Darren Wright. Sorry, got mixed up with the witness play. Nigel Wright. Webster. Haven't seen much of him last. It was had a storming runs for the first quarter, but last 10 minutes we haven't seen much of him really. Let's press it. Oh, good ball there. That's Phil Eden. Bagnall kicks. Fans touch. Just about 3 minutes to half time. Hull's feed about on the 30-metre line. Henjack to Gale. Oh, ball into the gap for Gay. John Sharp up the middle. Gets rid of the ball. Andy Dannett. Oh, I think all the passing for passing's sake just then. Somebody should have straightened up and gone. Russ Walker. Tackled by Nigel Wright. Steve McNamara. Derek Busby to Eastwood. Eastwood cuts inside, then outside. Tackled by Benson. Good run by Eastwood. Henjack. Gale. Short ball to Dannett, but Wakefield defender had it well. Rob Nolan kicks. Picked up by Fritz. Bagnall. Spencer looking for some support. He's got Bagnall, straightens up down the middle. Slater. Good tackle there by John Sharp. Jones tackled. That's 4 tackles gone. Bagnall down the blind. Fans Fritz. Oh, good tackle there by Russ Walker and John Sharp over the top. Better get off him, John, quick. Nigel Wright under pressure. Kicks. He'll find touch. He does. Came off a Hull hand, said the referee. I can't say I saw it. Crowd don't like that one. So it's Wakefield's head and ball, and we're in the dying seconds of the first half. Penalty to Hull for Bagnall not feeding the scrum immediately. Bagnall goes to speak to the referee. Well, that's two strange decisions in a row.
There's a scrum penalty to follow a very odd decision. I don't think there was didn't seem from here that any Hull player made contact with that ball after it was kicked through. Seemed to make just a sort of straight, neat little kick to touch, which suffered no deflection at all. Eastwood kicks the main stand, and Hull will restart 20 metres short of halfway. Here's Russ Walker. Jackson from acting half-back. Varied it nicely, Lee Jackson, choosing his time to go. Well, that was certainly holding down. There's an extra push there by Price, as Jackson was getting to his feet, and we really do look for a bit of consistency here. Henjack sharp, flat pass to Busby, but really he was faced by two Wakefield men. That was pass to nothing. McNamara takes them on himself. Last tackle against Hull. They played 10 metres inside the Trinity half. Henjack, Gale, what sort of kick will we have this time? To the air again. Gale goes for the ball. Oh, great chance here, Donkin. Nolan to Eastwood. 6 to go against Hull. Get it to the right. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. And 10 minutes in there, surely. Well, Bagnall just went straight through the play of the ball. Well, if Henjack deserved the Sinman for the same position, in fact, in some ways even worse, because that was a play of the ball. The ball was dead. The player got up to play the ball, and Bagnall just dived through to spoil it. I just cannot understand how that merits just a penalty and the holding down incident on Henjack, which against no argument against him being put in the bin, but certainly Bagnall should have gone the same way there, Brian.
Yeah, of course he should. He stopped a quick play of the ball by Hull. He allowed his side to get all back on side and reform the defence line. It was equally as bad as Henjack. The referee, just a penalty. It should be 2 points for Hull. That's not the point. He should be off for 10 minutes. I think we'll just have time to kick the goal. Hope I'm not. So it's Hull.
Message for Hull supporters on Kingstonian coaches. That's Hull supporters who travel this evening on Kingstonian coaches.
So the side's out back out for the second half. And our thinking here at half time is it's a game that would seem at the moment to be well within Hull's reach. They'll leave 4 points to 2, and probably have had a bit better of the first half, though. Perhaps Trinity have had the nearest to a try. But Hull forwards have had a very good first half. It's a matter of whether they can maintain that and see if the Wakefield forwards can step up their efforts a bit. They brought Billy Conway on. Nigel Bell is still on the field. Not quite worked out who's gone off. Is it? Well, Eden, who was himself, came on as a substitute for Clancy, perhaps is the man who's gone off. The kick-off taken by Bagnall, picks up Wilson. This is a good Hull chase. So I think Eden has gone off, replaced by Billy Conway. Gary Price knocked down by Walker and Jackson. Lee Jackson had a tremendously hard-working game. Round the chest, the referee says. Conway, very dangerous player from acting half like Billy Conway. It might be difficult, dangerous in these conditions, those darting runs. Fritz offloads Paul Eastwood in with a typical ball and all tackle. He really does knock his opposing centres down. Fritz from acting half-back. Last tackle against Wakefield. They're going to play it 20 metres inside their own half. Right kicks. Richard Gay's turned. Collects the ball. Makes ground over his 20-metre line. He's going to play about 25 metres out. Donkin, I think, will go from acting half-back. He makes another 5 or 6.
Wakefield substitution, number 14.
Walker.
Replaces 15 and 15.
McNamara. Outside to James Grant. Grant almost on the outside of his man. Just ankle tapped in the end. Nice ball by Steve McNamara. Busby kicks over. Taken by the Trinity man. Immediately tackled by Dean Busby. Again, a good bit of variety. Wilson from acting halfback. He's knocked down by Dannett and Jackson. Gary Price, again Andy Dannett chasing across determinedly from the marker position. Had a fine game tonight, Andy Dannett. Bell, almost up to halfway. Bagnall, Trinity move it to the left. Right, out to Fritz. Fritz is the man out wide. Knock, penalty against Hull. Penalty to Hull rather, for offside. Fritz trying the speculative pass there, which seemed to bounce off a Wakefield man, and he picked it up in an offside position. Well, that was a good set of 6 by Hull, because Wakefield were really forced into that error by the tightness of the Hull defence.
Yeah, certainly. And you picked out Andy Dannett, certainly tackled very well, and Lee Jackson did in that sequence of 6 as well. Oh, a good kick by Paul Eastwood. Takes Hull onto the Wakefield 20-metre line. Eastwood. Tackled by Webster. McNamara. Had a good game, Steve McNamara. Worked very hard indeed. Jackson back to Dannett. To Enjack. Gale to Gay. Richard Gay turns, tries to get rid, can't. Busby. Very dangerous, Busby, not managing to get away yet, but wrong foot in the first man all the time. Enjack. John Sharp. Loses the ball. Goes forward to Rob Nolan, it's a penalty to Wakefield. Nigel Wright then. On to 30. Nigel Bell. Tackled by Lee Jackson and Russ Walker. Price. Oh, good tackle underneath there. Busby. Spencer coming deep from fullback. Good tackling though by Hull. Oh, good tackle there by Scott Gale. And I think it's Nigel Wright. No, it's Slater. Bagnall. Out to Spencer again. He's wrapped up by Andy Dannett and Russ Walker. Good tackling by Hull. Wright kicks. Good kick. Should find touch, and it does on the Hull 20. Good kick by Nigel Wright. Suggests to me, Steve, that maybe what win there is Wakefield have got. Because certainly he made more distance on his first two kicks in this half than he did in the first half. But nonetheless, it's Hull's head and ball. Good defence though by Hull. One against the head. No, it isn't. Seemed it was going to come out to Wakefield, but Henjack picked it up now to Gay. John Sharp. Good run by John Sharp. Takes him over the 30-metre line. McNamara. Dannett. Tackled by Slater. Slater's been in the last 3 tackles. Long ball out to James Grant. Back to Gale. Kicks towards Wilson. Bounces well for Wilson. Tackled by Grant and Henjack. Nigel Bell. Loyal, willing servant for Wakefield Trinity. Bagnall. Spencer, good tackle. Great tackle by McNamara. Billy Conway. Spencer. Very good tackling, last tackle. So Nigel Wright, little chip over. Lee Jackson picks it up well. Did well, did Jacko, because I thought Nigel Wright would be a bit too quick for him. Kept his head well, did Lee Jackson. Because Hull appeared to be playing without a sweeper then. Russ Walker. Tackled by Conway. Gale. Gale, dummies, crosses the halfway line. Dannett. Charging run by Andy Dannett. And to Jackson. Good play by Hull. Dannett again. Jackson, Henjack. Scott Gale. Big kick under. It's gone to Wilson. Should take that, he does. It's tackled by Grant and Gay. But it gets rid of the ball. But again, Bagnall. But Grant gets him as well. Good, really keen follow-up and tackling, Steve. Good play there by Hull. Wakefield trying to get the ball wide. Nigel Wright to the 20. Webster loses it. Not for the first time. Scott Gale. Good ball there to Grant into a gap. It's tackled by Fritz. Scott Gale again to Russ Walker. Dannett coming on a big run. He does for the posts. Driving run by Andy Dannett. Henjack. He's got Busby. Nobody inside him. Busby to Donkin. Push back. And into touch. Really want a chance down the short side, Steve, was there?
I took the wrong option there, I think, but nevertheless, pretty good attack by Hull. Scrum is going to go down on the 10-metre line. And it's going to be Wakefield heading ball, but Hull have certainly started the second half in very determined mood in defence, but they do need to score a try. Penalty against the Hull backs for encroaching within the 5 metres. As the scrum screwed round. That's a good kick. Wakefield restart 20 metres inside their own half. Bell, that familiar handoff. What a wholehearted player this fellow is. Great service to the Wakefield club from his former Eastmoor junior. There's Webster getting up to the halfway. Bagnall. Fritz on the short ball. Nice ball away. Here's a chance. Wilson coming inside Wilson. Well taken by Henjack in the sweeper position, assisted by Grant. Wakefield move it. Bagnall through the defence, but it just slips, goes to the floor, can't pick up the inside runner. Nigel Wright kicks through, taken by Paul Eastwood, and he's going to be tackled some 10 metres from his own line. This is a good run by Busby, great run by Dean Busby. Just the sort of run we saw against Leeds last Sunday, and that was a really hard yards. 20 great metres there made by the loose forward, and a penalty against Bell. Well, that's the first penalty against Wakefield for holding down since the first minute. What a good run by Dean Busby. He really is playing with a lot of confidence, stopping that first line of defence, and he shows a fair amount of pace once he's got through, Brian.
Yeah, he did. It's pretty somebody wanting on his shoulder there, Steve. Yeah, very good indeed. Paul Eastwood, I think he'll be content with just 7 or 8 yards here. He's in midfield. He takes Hull just to the halfway line, just short of the halfway. But last tap by Wakefield showed a lot of skill and spirits to withstood Hull's pressure and put a good attack in. That was another good run by Andy Dannett. It was a blinder. Henjack down the blind. Busby to Eastwood. It's John Sharp. Tackled by Wilson. Oh, poor bit of play by Hull then. Wakefield's heading ball. I'm not quite sure what they're trying then, Steve. I don't know if Wakefield heel it. Right. Oh, well tackled there by Scott Gale. Webster. Nigel Bell, ever willing Nigel Bell. Driven back, great Hull tackling. Bagnall, Fritz. Good tackle there by Dean Busby. Got Fritz downstairs before he got running. Only way to stop a big man like that. Bagnall. Right. Spencer to Mason, but what an important tackle there by Rob Nolan. Right, Bagnall again. Drops Price inside. Goes to right, tries to straighten up, but good defence by Hull. Back to Bagnall. He'll find touch. He does. There's 10 metres inside the Hull half. But good tackling again, Steve, by Hull.
It was a pretty good set of 6. Trinity had to get a kick away in the end, but it was a fairly shallow one. Ivan Henjack to feed the scrum 10 metres, 11 metres inside the Trinity half. Inside the Hull half, rather. Wins possession. Gale. Gay. Richard Gay. Almost into his stride. Sharp. Lee Jackson. Short ball on the inside. Henjack. Nolan. Back to Scott Gale. Into a bit of space, Gale. Back to 1. Rob Nolan tackled 10 metres inside the Trinity half. Dunnett takes the flat pass, makes another 5 or 6 metres. Walker from acting half-back. Wakefield markers a little slow to recover there. Short side play again, Sharp. Henjack. Gay looking to open up a gap for him, but the Trinity had men over. On the 20-metre line, the last tackle. And a penalty against Wakefield for stealing the ball. Well, that's, if he did, that's unforgivable on the last tackle, Brian. Under no real pressure.
Yeah, it certainly is. I think it was against Slater. And I think Paul Eastwood will go for goal, or will he? No, he's going to put the ball into touch on our side. Jackson, Donkin. Good run by Donkin. Dannett. Busby. McNamara to Grant. Good attack by Hull, good quick hands. Rob Nolan. Stop 3 yards short. Henjack. Sharp. Gale. Donkin. Turn into touch, just 3 yards short.
Well, it's turning into a tremendous tussle, this. Good enterprising play by Hull, moving the ball quickly to one side and back across the other, and Wakefield defence just up to it. Hull at the moment dominating the territorial side of the game, but they haven't yet scored the try. And Trinity do have pacey men in the backs, can take advantage of any break they make. This is Slater up to the 20-metre line. Bell makes another 2 or 3 metres. Price almost gets the ball away. Inside, well picked up, bit of space here. Nigel Wright, this is Conway, knocked down from behind well by Walker. Good support by Trinity. Spencer. Slater. He's taken down. Last tackle. Wright kicks through. Eastwood chases back. Takes the ball well on his own 20-metre line. And can't quite get away from the chase. That was a good chase by Fritz. Gay from acting halfback makes a good 10. Back to Hanjack. Oh, what a good contest this is. Andy Dannett wrongs foots the defender, makes another 10. Hull making good ground again. McNamara tries to get the ball away. It goes. Oh, certainly Gay was slightly held there. The ball went through. It's picked up by Jones. Trinity move it across the early tackle. It's taken. Spencer is taken short of halfway by Grant. This is Price. Oh, he's well put down. A penalty against Dannett for going in. Make the tackle after the tackle was made. Well, that was silly, really. Took the pressure off. Wakefield didn't really look like going forward very far.
No, they didn't. At the moment, they're finding it harder to go forward than Hull are. We put 4 good tackles in there, Steve. We put them under pressure. Now we're under pressure. Webster. The run by Price down the middle. Webster again. Conway tries to. Oh, good tackle there by Grant on Conway. Great tackle by James Grant. Bagnall, Spencer. Spencer goes for the gap. Good tackle by Jackson. Oh, and he passes straight to Andy Dannett. Just what we needed. McNamara. Scott Gale. Busby. Dannett again. Big run by Dannett. Straight at Fritz. Rob Nolan from acting halfback. Last tackle. Ball back to Gale. To Wilson. Over Wilson's. Oh, not quite over Wilson's head. Wilson collects it. Be tackled by McNamara. He is. Bagnall to Spencer. Tackled by John Sharp. Slater. Bagnall. Price straightens up. Good tackle by Lee Jackson. Right. Spencer again. Straightens up for the gap. Oh, gets the ball away out to Right. He's got Mason with him. Mason will score. Nobody will stop Andy Mason. He only had, what, 25 yards to go. Nobody's going to stop Mason in that situation, Steve. Clayfield in front of him. He was always going to get outside Arvin Henjack. Bit of a tragedy for Hull because they've tackled so well. And that's really the first break of any kind that Wakefield has made in the second half.
And that man, Andy Mason, so often the try scorer against Hull, does it again on the end of that super break. Oh, that was a good try. But I think the started with a nice ball by Gary Spencer.
Yeah.
Inside to right, drew the man, and Mason put away. Now this is a pretty vital kick for Peter Benson, as Wakefield have this 6-4 lead. At the moment, Brian, you can say Hull will rue those that great field position they've had in the second half without getting over the line.
Yeah, Wakefield's scrambling defence has been very good. The cover, they've stopped Hull on both sides of the field. Yeah, but as you said, Hull have had a lot of pressure. They seem to be able to break the first line, but Wakefield are getting back and stopping Hull score. Benson misses that by a long way. So we've got a good 20 minutes left, and it's Wakefield 6, Hull 4.
So it's going to be Paul Eastwood to kick off. And rich entertainment really in this Friday night game. Not a lot of tries, but an intriguing contest. Plenty of good football. Taken by Fritz. And he's met by a good reception committee. Wilson knocked straight down, the whole defence getting into gear again. Bell, he's knocked straight down as well. That's 3 good tackles Hull have put in. Conway from acting halfback over the 20-metre line. Back to right for the kick. He's getting good distance on these kicks in the second half. Again, that one rolls past Richard Gay. He's got it collected 25 metres from his own line. Runs back to within 15 metres of the halfway. Donkin from acting halfback. He makes a good 10. Jackson dummies the pass to Walker, goes on his own. Taken by Hanjack. Almost up to halfway. Here's Andy Dannett, the middle. Again, Hull back into the pattern of things, making ground fairly easily. Busby dropped off by McNamara. The ball goes loose, it's picked up by Walker. Wakefield hand touched it, back to 1. The tackle count restarts. And it'll be back to 1 again, I would say. Yep. Hanjack. Sharp. Up the middle, John Sharp. Short side, Dunnett. McNamara inside to Busby. A forward pass given. And Hull going to bring Andy Dannett off. What a fine game Andy's had tonight. And Ian Marlowe making his return to the field. Wakefield ball, Bagnall. Very combative player, Jeff Bagnall, runs the ball right up to the defence line. Plenty of running himself. Varies that with his distribution, being a good acquisition for the Trinity club. Spencer. Ball out to Jones on the wing, taken well by Donkin into touch. Good tackle by the winger.
Great tackle.
Well, Matthew Donkin certainly looks as if he might be a player that would fill this problem wing spot for Hull. He's looked very safe. Looks an intelligent player, Brian.
Yeah, he does. I mean, it's in his third game, isn't it? And he's done very well. He hasn't really had a running chance for a try, but what he's done is looked very efficient, very competent. You never guessed he was so inexperienced. Gales to Gay. Wrapped up by Fritz. Penalty to Hull. It's in front, I should think. Eastwood will go for goal. It's 40 metres, but it's pretty straight. Yes, he is. It's quite a difficult kick. It's well within his range, 40 metres, but the ground's cutting up in the area where he's kicking from, so probably won't have particularly good footing as he runs up. Daft penalty to give away there by Bagnall. Pulling on the ball away from Richard Gay. That's Paul Eastwood. Important kick, could level the game for Hull. Gathering himself, whistles from the crowd. Good. Oh, just wide of the post. Good kick by Eastwood. Just a yard wide. But it went dead, so it's Trinity to drop out to Hull. Nigel Wright, as Steve's commented, he's found plenty of distance on his kicks, and he has again. This time it's gone to Henjack. Henjack running it back. Wrapped up there by Price and Webster. Picked two of the biggest men in the field to run at. Johnny Sharp. Oh, nice ball out to Donkin. Donkin inside, in straightens up, goes! Oh, what a good run by Matthew Donkin. Scott Gale, Henjack. Nothing on for Henjack then. Oh, good run there. Ian Marlowe crosses the 20-metre line. Jackson. Rob Nolan dummies and goes. Last tackle. Hull go open side. It's Gale. It's a high one. Oh, drop, missed by Spencer. Knock on. But Hull's head and ball. Gary Spencer's been very good on attack, Steve, but a little bit shaky under the high ball. For a penalty to Hull. Busby running off. Walker for the line. Good tackle there. Picked up and dumped. I think it's Slater. Scott Gale. Oh, ball to Gay. Read well by Benson. Hull still going left. It's Marlowe. Gets the ball to Nolan. Nolan! 5 yards out. 2 tackles left. Got to go right. They do. Henjack. Gale. McNamara. Oh, he's overrun. It was just last tackle. Gale. Up again. Should be Hull's ball. Now he knocks on. Wakefield Trinity crowd don't like it, but he certainly knocked it on. A lot of pressure from Hull though. Again, no point, Steve. It seemed if we stood deep enough and moved the ball quickly enough, we had to score on the right hand side.
Yeah, I think in the last sequence there was certainly an occasion where Scott Gale came back inside when really the quick ball on the outside was what was needed. Hull have just got to keep their heads here. Grant gets away from the first tackle. That's a good cover tackle by Andy Mason. That was a vital one. Eastwood from acting halfback. Ian Marlowe, good yard is made. Picking up the job that Andy Dannett's done. Sharp, Jackson, ball goes loose. Whose ball is it? Back to Sharp at 6 again. I'll make it about 5 minutes to go. Walker. McNamara. Within 30 metres now, over the 30-metre line. Henjack. Gale. Henjack. Nolan. Rob Nolan running well, Rob Nolan. Inside to Gay. Oh, the ball goes loose. Picked up by Nolan. Tremendous excitement here. Henjack. Grant inside to Donkin. Tackled short. Oh, terrific stuff. Last tackle. Sharp. Oh, kicks through straight at Bell. Would have been better on the ground, really, that one. Trinity come up with possession. This is Price. Good tackle. Knocked to the floor by Ian Marlowe. Well read. Spencer. That's 3 gone. Fritz. That's 4. Trinity just clearing the 10-metre line. Webster. That's the last one. And no doubt there'll be big kick here by Nigel Wright. And he does get a big kick in. This kid's got a terrific kick. Richard Gay takes it 30 metres from his own line. Thinks about the pass to Duncan, but he's well wrapped up by Richard Slater, in fact. Duncan from acting halfback. Trinity, some relief for them from the pressure. Ian Marlowe, driven back. Trinity crowd getting behind their side. Walker. Almost up to halfway. Jackson from acting halfback. Last tackle against Hull. They've not really gone too far forward this time. Gale kicks through. Onto Wilson. Taken by the winger. Then he's taken down and still inside his 20-metre line. A reminder, Wakefield leading 6-4. Bagnall from acting halfback.
3 minutes on.
About 3 minutes to go, we reckon. Again, that man Fritz getting the ball away. This is a great run. Wright looks inside. Conway, that looks forward. It's taken by a Hull player. It's taken by Eastwood. He's got a chance to come back upfield, Paul Eastwood. It's out to Busby. Taken by Donkin. Donkin going well. That's a great counter-attack. He's within 30 metres of the Wakefield line. Jackson, Nolan. Inside Nolan. Ian Marlowe. He's going to take the tackle on the 20-metre line. Hull attacking. Last desperate attempts here. Walker running within 12 metres. Two very tired teams here. Gay for the line. Can he make it? Just a yard short. That play again. McNamara. Ian Marlowe slightly getting in the way. McNamara going. Oh, Busby drops it. And Wakefield have it. Well, the line was open. Oh, it just looks as if Hull are destined not to score, Brian.
It certainly does. Because it wasn't a good pass by McNamara, but Busby only had to catch it and score. And really, to be honest, Steve, if Wakefield win, you can't begrudge them the victory because they've tackled absolutely brilliantly. We make it a minute to go. Tremendously exciting game. Billy Conway. Bagnall. Last tackle. Back to Nigel Wright. Another long kick by Wright. Gay. Donkin. Tackle by Wright. Busby. Rob Nolan. 2 or 3 times Nolan's nearly got away, Steve. Sharp. So 2 very, very tired teams. McNamara. Last tackle. Gale kicks. Pressure on Spencer. But he doesn't. He leaves it to Benson, who collects it very well. And tackled by Russ Walker. Wilson will run off. Well, some of the crowd are starting to go. Mallet and go home at a score at 6-4, I don't know. Even though there are only probably seconds left. Fritz. Good tackle by Busby though. Wilson again. Again tackled by Busby. Nigel Bell. Last tackle. So Richard Gay beats Slater. What the first time Slater's been beaten, I think, this evening. Steve had a great tackling game. The Wakefield loose forward. Lee Jackson. It's been announced over the tannoy that Gary Spencer's got the Wakefield man of the match. A few ironic cheers, because he's done some good things, but he's certainly done some bad ones on defence. Henjack to Grant. Tackled by Benson. Busby. Marlowe. Gale. Gale! Oh, thought he'd made a gap then. Gale plays a ball to himself. To Henjack. There's room, there's space. Gale! Good tackle again by Benson. It's a changeover. Wilson. Price. It's been a tremendous game this evening. So, I suppose the only remarkable thing, there's only been one try. Because both sides have thrown the ball about, made gaps, and just that one try by Andy Mason separates the teams now. Conway to Bagnall to Fritz. Oh, gets a good ball out to Benson, to Wilson, beats Eastwood. Oh, dummies Jackson. Inside. Oh, good last tackle. I think it was Steve McNamara. Important tackle, lads. Nigel Wright goes to the line. Last tackle. Drop out. That was Nigel Wright kicked forward. And so Dean Busby made it dead, and Hull got a drop out from their own post. We've got 100 yards to go, and we make it well into injury time. We've played 2 minutes of injury time. Trinity making the last substitution. So Clancy's coming back. He's a very clean shirt, as I remember. He came off after about 3 or 4 minutes play. Gale drops out. Benson. Tackle by Grant. There's a hooter. Final score. Wakefield Trinity 6, Hull 4. What a good game, Steve. What an excellent game.
Certainly it's been a great entertainment here this Friday night. The only problem from a Hull point of view, it hasn't been a victory, and really I think the crucial phase was the first quarter of an hour of the second half, when Hull really were completely dominant but just couldn't get over the line, and that's testimony to great scrambling defence by Wakefield. And they came away with the only try of the second half. Started with a break by pass from Gary Spencer, carried on by Nigel Wright, who confirmed his promise as an excellent young prospect, and finished off by Andy Mason. But what a fine game, a good performance by Hull, especially in defence. Who really couldn't fault the defence, and they worked the attack very well in terms of getting yardage and position, but it was just that getting over the line, Brian.
Yeah, we bombed one or two chances really, but it's hard to say why we couldn't score, Steve. We had enough chance, we had enough possession, we drove it in, we parried a little bit of a sparkle, bit of extra pace maybe. But an encouraging performance by Hull, because they did very little wrong this evening.